Hey travelers, Todd here with Traveling Around Disney, and it is time for some coffee talk. So come along and let's see what we can talk about today. A couple topics I want to talk about today are Flower and Garden Festival, Pez collection, and just how long the wait times were at the Magic Kingdom for the second day of no virtual queue, standby queues only. And I've actually taken times from 9 o'clock in the morning to 6 p.m. to see if there was a lull, if there was going to be a slower time, a busier time, and all that. So we'll get right into the wait times because I found them very interesting. I know, let's see, today is Thursday when you're watching this. Tuesday was the first day, the 25th was the first day of no virtual queues. Now, there was a long wait time for both of the rides, but remember, there were a lot of folks out there. There were some folks trying to ride the ride. How many times could I ride the ride? And just kept getting in line. There were some folks there to cover just how long the lines were. And a lot of social folks, a lot of TikTokers, Instagrammers, YouTubers, you name it, they were there. So we went. We didn't ride the rides. We just wanted to see what the lines looked like. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that little Magic Kingdom video. If you haven't, make sure to go give that a view after you watch this one. It's down in our playlist. Oh, by the way, we have a playlist. I do new this week playlist. I put all the new videos from Sunday to Saturday in that playlist. So if you ever want to see what happened during the week, just hit that new this week in our playlist and it'll show you all the videos that were released for that week. So I'm trying to do it that way. So that was the first video that we released Wednesday, and went to the Magic Kingdom after work. Had a great time. While I was at work, I'm gonna be all over the place. While I was at work, picked up some new Pez dispensers. We got Minnie Mouse right there. Had to add her to the collection. We got some Pluto right there. Added him to the collection. We got Daisy Duck there. I had to add her to the collection. And of course, the classic Mickey. I had to have him and add him to the collection. So we're still some more out there. Still need to get that 75th Cinderella, Buzz, Woody, and I'm still looking for a Goofy. So keeping an eye out for Goofy. But it's all to me, collecting is more about the hunt. When I can find it, where I can find it, and what I found. So that is, to me, always the hunt. Oh, that's good. So back to the wait times. I was off today, so I'm actually filming this later, and it's like 6:15 when I'm filming this on Wednesday evening, and I've kept track every hour on the hour of the times for the two rides that came off, Tiana's and Guardians of the Galaxy. You know there are no more virtual queues. There's going to be Lightning Lane single ride purchase or Lightning Lane multi-pass purchase that you can buy. But I will tell you, after looking at the Lightning Lanes for March 5th, the first day of Flower and Garden, Guardians of the Galaxy was available for $21 individual purchase. You could not buy it in the multi Lightning Lane. Now you could buy it in the Premier Pass, which was $186 for March 5th. So if you're going to Epcot and you want to ride all the rides, Premier Pass is $186 at the moment that we're talking about. So Guardians, we'll start with Guardians first. Started off 80 minutes at 9 a.m. this morning was 80 minutes. Now that's when Epcot opens, is at 9 o'clock. Epcot now has a new rope drop system, and they kind of queue you up. So if you want to ride Ratatouille, you'll go in one direction. If you want to ride Frozen, you'll go in another direction. And now if you want to ride Guardians, you'll go in another direction. So they kind of split the crowds on where they want to go. So if you don't have little kids, more than likely most of those folks went over to Guardians. If you had little kids, you were either heading to Frozen or to Ratatouille. More than likely Frozen. That's always one of the busiest lines. Then at 10 o'clock, it went to 50 minutes. Not too bad. 11 o'clock was 50 minutes. 12 o'clock was 70 minutes. Starting to pick up. People starting to come in the park. Remember, Epcot really officially, all of Epcot doesn't open until 11, but they sneak some of the countries open and stuff like that. So at 1 o'clock, everybody must have been eating because it was only 45 minutes at that time. 2 o'clock was 50 minutes. 3 o'clock was 60 minutes. 4 o'clock was 55 minutes. 5 o'clock was 70 minutes. And at 6 o'clock, right before I started recording, Guardians was at 65 minutes. So I think this is going to push a lot of folks to either buy that individual Lightning Lane or they're just going to wait in line to ride that Guardians. There are some folks out there that can, the benefit of this now is you can ride it as many times as you want to. So if you're willing to wait, you can ride. So that's the great thing about that. Now Tiana's, on the other hand, over at the Magic Kingdom, they are part of the Lightning Lane purchase where you can pick your 3 rides for your Lightning Lanes. Tiana is part of that because their individual Lightning Lanes are Seven Dwarf Mine Coaster or Tron. So Tiana is in that Lightning Lane package. And on the 5th, I looked there and it was $26 for the multi day Lightning Lane, but it was $399. Let me make sure that's right. That just sounds high to me for March 5th, but I'm gonna look. Multi-Pass, Premier Lane, and remember you can find all that right on your My Disney Experience at Premier Pass. Let's purchase for the 5th. No, I'm not going to purchase it. It'll show you everything. You know what I wish it would do? I wish it would give you the prices right on the dates so you can see them. So we'll hit the 5th. Magic Kingdom is $3.99 for the 5th. So if anybody's going to Magic Kingdom and wants the Premier Pass Lightning Lane to be able to ride everything, it is $3.99. Epcot's only $189. So with that being said, for $189 you could ride Guardians, make sure you ride Ratatouille, make sure you ride Frozen and all the other rides, and then if you wanted to go wait in line for Guardians again, you could do that. So by that was $189. The surprise to me was Disney's Hollywood Studios, and that was $349 for the 5th, and then Animal Kingdom is $189 for the 5th. So that Magic Kingdom shocked me a little bit. For next Wednesday, March 5th, the opening of Flower and Garden was $399. I couldn't believe that. Let's look at make sure I'm looking at that right. Lightning Lane Multi-Pass. Get over to March. That is the good thing about your mobile app. If I could just learn how to use it half the time. Let's see here. Magic Kingdom. Lightning Multi-Pass for the Magic Kingdom that day. We get to pick 3 rides. Tiana is one of those 3 rides. Remember that? Is $29. Not Tron and not Seven Dwarf Mine Coaster. And actually, they are currently unavailable as of right now. So I don't know if they come up later, but right now they are currently unavailable. For Epcot, okay, so the multi-pass is $21 at Epcot. And you only, let's see, Guardians is the only single ride line over there that you can buy, and that is $17 to ride Guardians. So for $21, you can pretty much guarantee that you're going to ride Ratatouille and Frozen because they are part of that multi-lightning lane. So for $38, you could actually ride all 3 of them and then, just save a little money that way. Am I doing that wrong? If I am, leave it in the comments down below. I know we got a lot of travel agents that might say, no, that's wrong, Todd, but I believe I read that correctly. So there are options, but I was really surprised at the wait times. Now, about Tiana's. 9 a.m., 10 minutes. Because everybody's running to get to Seven Dwarfs or to Peter Pan. That's always the big draw in the mornings. At 10 o'clock, it was only 20 minutes. We're doing good. So going to ride early, going to get wet early, but hey, you'll ride Tiana's. 11 o'clock, it went to 60. 12, it went to 60. 7, 1, it went to 70 minutes. 2, 65. 3, 75. 4, 70. 5 is 95 minutes. And 6 o'clock is 60 minutes. And before we end this video today, we will take a look, because it is 6:10 right now. We'll take a look and see what the times are as we sign off from this video. So that is the coffee talk so far about the lightning lanes. Everybody's making a big deal of it. Yes, it is a big deal. You're going to have to wait in lines more. Now you're going to have to pick and choose. And so that's just the way it is right now. How do you guys feel about the lightning lanes? How do you feel about no virtual queues? How do you feel about not getting up at 7 a.m. to try to get a virtual queue? How do you feel about not being in a park at 1 to try to get a virtual queue? So many things were done behind this decisions, and I think a lot of guests just said, I'm willing to wait in line, or I'm willing to pay for it. And that's what Disney said okay, here you go, we're gonna do it that way. So I can understand that, though. Yeah, I could, because it's like I said, the Splash Mountain queue, which is now Tiana's Bayou Adventure, that's what that queue is made for. I mean, if you watch the video, you've seen all the folks waiting in line. And I mean, it's nice and shaded and all that. Guardians is going to be a different story. We'll go over, and when we go March 5th for the first day of Flower and Garden Festival, yes, we will be there the first day. We'll go over there and take a look to see how the queues look outside and see just what they may be doing to help protect from the sun. So that will be an observation for March 5th. And speaking of March 5th, where did I put it? Oh, here it is. See how I would make notes for everything that I'm going to talk about. I know it's just goofy and it's just coffee talk. We're just sitting there talking about Pez dispensers. I think I'm going to do a coffee talk of my Disney catch drawer. Has anybody got a Disney catch drawer? Where when you get home, you just throw everything that you've gotten from Disney into a drawer, and you're just going to decide to work with it later. I think that's what our next video is going to be about, is my Disney catch drawer, because it is a little packed and I need to clean and purge some of the stuff out of my Disney catch drawer. I think there might even be some old gift cards and stuff in there I need to check, see if they got any balances on them, especially from Flower and Garden, Food and Wine, and all those festivals. So, but the Flower and Garden is March 5th through June 2nd. That's almost a 3-month festival that we're getting ready to have. And the menus came out yesterday. Tuesday. Not excited about them. I wish I could be. I wish I could be very upbeat and excited about all the new changes and all new foods coming, but we only have 20 new foods. 20 new items coming to foods. Now, if you like your libations and like those specialty cocktails, there are 31 new options for you this year. So they went heavier on the beverages this year than they did the food, but there are 20 new foods, and it looked like a lot of the new foods are going to be towards the front of World Showcase. So in celebration area over there, the area between Imagination and the World Showcase, that little I think it's going to be themed after the Yacht and Beach Club over there, the 2 little new kiosks there. So that's new food. So there are some new foods, but it just, like I said, a lot of it seems up front. It could be me. If I'm wrong, let me know. But everything else, we got Frushi again. Hey, we got Frushi. It's a favorite. I know it's a favorite. I love Frushi too, but yeah, I was surprised there was only 20 new items. I was a little disappointed, but that's okay. You guys know I don't try a lot of the new items, but we will try them this year. There's a couple that we definitely want to get a try. Might even do a little walk and talk over at Epcot one evening. You never know. That would be a fun walk and talk around Epcot, and we will eat somewhere first and then do a walk and talk. That's our walk and talk videos. That's how we're going to do them now. So that's what we'll have to do. We'll have to eat in Epcot first and then work our meal off doing walk and talks. But seeing all the topiaries and passing the food booths, that's not a bad idea. I like that. So how many of you folks are going to be there for the opening day? Like I've always said, if you ever want to see any of your favorite content creators, just go the first day. You'll usually run into them. They're usually there early in the mornings because they like to get all our content and get home and put it up the same day, because first to the punch usually gets the first views. That's just how YouTube works, if you guys ever wanted to know. That's why I've always said on YouTube that you guys are subscribed to us. We greatly appreciate that. Make sure you hit that notification bell, because just because you're subscribed to one of your favorite content creators doesn't mean you always get recommended their videos. Because if you haven't watched some of their videos in the past, YouTube says, oh, they're looking for new content. Let me throw new content at them. And some of your favorite content creators will go to the wayside. I always watch my content, if I'm watching YouTube, offline. And that way I can pick and choose what I'm going to be watching, instead of them knowing I'm on and they can tell me what to watch and keep suggesting the same things over and over and over. So just make sure for your content creators that you love to follow, hopefully one of them's us, but that's okay if it's not. Just make sure you always hit that notification bell. That way you will know when their new content comes in and you will be pushed that content. But if you get, it's usually, and you can do a test, and maybe I might be wrong, but I've been watching the YouTube algorithms and all that. They will push a creator on you for usually 3 to 4 times. And then after about the 4th time, they will start fading away from that creator, because you're not choosing to watch their videos. So they will fade that creator away from you and put in new creators, just like I said. So always make sure that if you are subscribed to a content creator or to one of your favorite bloggers out there, hit that notification bell. It is very important, because one of our travelers actually did say it was happening to her. So please, if you don't mind, hit that notification, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Thanks everyone for being a channel member. That is a channel member. We greatly appreciate that. It does help out with the channel. But back to the flowering garden. Like I said, I go all over the place on coffee talks. And I normally, let's see, we're at 18 minutes and 34 seconds. I don't cut them. I just talk. I just get my little notes. I just sit here and talk. I act like I'm sitting here talking to Jay or to Laurie or to Todd out there, or to Heidi out there, to Kevin. I'm just out there talking to you guys. So, Melanie, I still need to get with you about some of our Royal Caribbean stuff, but you know all about that already. So that's what I do. I just get on here and talk, make me a nice cup of coffee. Not Joffrey's. I need to get some Joffrey pods. That's what I need to get next, because I don't have any Joffrey pods. Michelle actually made this mug. Y'all like that? Can you tell me where that picture's from? I think that's a pretty neat little mug. This is only for us. She made it for me, actually, because I work at the Contemporary. But that picture, you guys have probably seen it somewhere. But anywho. Yes, I drink coffee and cream in my coffee. A lot of cream and a lot of sweetener. And it's sweeter. I think it's allulose. I think that's what I'm using right now. Absolutely love it. And just for fun fact, allulose will actually help lower your blood sugar. So that's why I drink the allulose. Doing great on my blood sugar. You know, sorry about that. I'm getting off on a tangent again. Somebody just texted here. What was that? Somebody sent me a message. Let's see who it was. So we'll do it right here. Right here during the video. Let's see who it was. To traveling around Disney. Well, I thought they... Oh, yeah, there we go. It was from Scott. And he wanted to know... He's about to come up a Florida resident. How about that? And he's left a message here. It's a pretty nice little message. So, Scott, I'm going to read this message after we get done doing that. Let's see what else. Flowering garden, back to that. Going to go look at the topiaries. You guys have probably seen pictures of the topiaries already, but I will let you know on a little fun fact about the topiaries. They do put them out early, but they don't finish the topiaries. You do not get the finished product until the day of the flowering garden. So sometimes they'll put the panda or poo or stuff out there, but they won't put their eyes or the balloons, or there's different things they'll add to them. So you get to see what they look like, but you don't get the finished product, if that makes sense. And then they will put the big entry display up right at the front of Epcot. So a lot of stuff will be happening the night before the Flower Garden on the 4th to make sure it's all nice and ready. And I really can't wait. I will be there bright and early. Hopefully get there at 9 o'clock in the morning. We got friends coming into town on the 6th. We'll be back at Epcot because I think we're going to one of my favorite restaurants back at Epcot. Cannot wait to go to that. Going to have a great time. And then the following weekend, we got more friends coming into town. Like I said, we try our best to meet as many of you travelers as we can. When you send us an email or send us a message on Facebook, especially if you're a member of our Traveling Around Disney family page. That's an easy way to message me. I read all those messages. So just if you want, join that page also. Also our Instagram page. A lot of people will contact me through Instagram. So I always write down how I got contacted so I can go back and find how you guys contact me, because sometimes I just get lost and I forget. If I haven't reacted to your message or anything, make sure just send another one. Sometimes I forget they're on there, or I say, oh, I'm gonna go back and answer that, and I always forget, and that's my fault. So I do apologize for that. So enough of that. Let's see. So somebody had mentioned about the Pez dispensers. I told you I go all over the place about the Pez dispensers. There is a monorail car that the Pez dispensers fit in that we just started receiving at the Contemporary. So it's orange and green at the moment, the monorail cars, and they just sit down in the car. But I have to get 2 of those because I'm up to 4. I got 7. There's slots for 8, so I'm gonna get 1 car. So I'll show you that, guys. I will show you that next week because I'm gonna get it before next week's coffee talk, and you can show you the display. And what else is going on? Seen somebody posted about some permits for a rock and roller coaster getting painted. Are they assuming that the Muppets are taking over already? I think Disney will announce when the Muppets are going to take over, because they want you to ride that rock and roller coaster, because they got all that merchandise still in those gift shops that they want to start getting rid of. So we will get a definite closing date of rock and roller coaster. Muppets still. Oh, I'm glad I had to check. I forgot all about that. I am keeping eyes out on Mama Melrose's. Let's see. Let's go see if we can make a dining availability. And I shouldn't be telling y'all this because y'all are going to try to get all my reservations. But that's how I do it. I always go on. And remember, for those staying on property, they get to go 10 days before the regular people that aren't staying on property can make reservations. So right now, let's see, only through the end of April can we make reservations. Nothing in May as of yet. So, and the last day in Mama Melrose's is May 10th. I'm trying to get close to May, maybe the 7th, 8th, 9th, or 10th, somewhere around there. But I want to be there just to say goodbye. I mean, it was where Michelle worked at one time for Disney. If you guys didn't know that, she was a seater greeter at Mama Melrose's. So, and some of you met her there and said hello. So that was pretty awesome. But yeah, right now, can't make anything for May. Only through April 27th so far for me. So that is 60 days out. So I just keep watching them as they keep posting up there so I can make some reservations. And maybe have make reservations for as many people as I can, and maybe we'll have a going away dinner for Mama Melrose's. I'm just saying, you never know. Stay tuned. But other than that, just want to get on here and do a little coffee talk. It's 25 minutes and 49 seconds. It is what time? It is 6:30, so let's check our times. We'll do it halfway through for the wait times. And also, on the wait times, just because it says, I had a friend of mine, she was trying to ride as many times as she could. one time said it was a 90-minute wait, and it took her 62 minutes. So I know it's still an hour, but it was shorter than 90 minutes. So, okay. And remember, when you go on here, you just get your app. You hit that little thing down at the bottom right there. It'll give you location. Let's go over here. Oh, there we go. Got to get over here. I just get the map, and I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's 75 minutes right now for Tiana's. So let's shrink it down here, and we'll go down. We'll ride the monorail line down, as I like to do. As I say, I'll ride the monorail. I'll ride the, and then we're going to look for Epcot. Epcot, there we go. We found Epcot. We're right there. Want to open it up? Oh, looky there. Gardens is 65 minutes. So, okay, that is the times of right now. 6:30 in the evening for those two rides. Don't forget, probably during fireworks or fireworks presentations out on the lagoon at Epcot, rides are probably going to be a little slower. So, if you don't mind missing the fireworks, go ride the rides. I'm not saying. We'll have to see. We'll have to see at 9 o'clock. But remember, at Epcot, you have to be in line before the park closes so you can ride. You can't go in at 9:10 because they're not going to let you into the ride. They will cut the line off, and they will. Same way with Tiana's. Just let you know. Just let you know. Other than that, guys, I had a great coffee talk. Hope you enjoyed our coffee talk. Checking out all the stuff in the background there. Thank you so much for being part of our traveling family and for traveling along with us. Hope you guys are enjoying our content. If there's any suggestions for content that you would like to see, let me know. We do have a walk and talk. Our walk and talks will be, the food review will be on a Friday, and our walk and talk will be on a Saturday. Trying to release everything at 8 a.m. in the morning, so you guys have all day long to watch the videos if you like. So we do appreciate you being part of our traveling family. And travelers, like we say, until next time, or like we always say, until next time, travel and adventure is out there.